technical difficulty. What I was saying in the previous video where it ended, if you were interested, I was starting in the last video of how my kennel started. If you have a blue dog, it is not a pit bull. There were one blue dog ever in history. There was an actual pit bull, not a staffy that was purebred, and she was never anything. She was never a champion. She never produced any champions. That you have a pet bull, you have a watered down mix, and it's all right. It's probably a great dog, but society always waters down everything and calls everything a pit bull. The difference between a pit bull and an American bully, pit bulls were bred to be a gladiator breed. They were bred initially for bull baiting. After bull baiting was made illegal in England and Ireland, they started using them to rat and to fight with other dogs. Initially, it was a lot of butchers that owned these type of bullier dogs, and when their bulls would get crazy, they would use them to handle the bull and to get their ring. That's why they're called bulldogs. That's why they've always been called bulldogs. And real dogmen that actually breed American pit bull terriers, they're bulldogging and they call their dogs bulldogs. But not to make it any more confusing, there is only one pit bull, and it is the American pit bull terrier. My dogs have American pit bull terrier in their makeup, but they are more mastiff American bulldog. My dogs are purebred American bullies. In order to create the American bully, they were breeding pit bulls to different types of staffy and English bulldog, like I was saying before, to make the pocket. Whereas when people wanted a larger type pit bull, they were breeding to different types of mastiff and American bulldog for that big chest, and they were creating the dog. Once a standard was written and the American Bully Kennel Club was created, they started, and then finally the UKC finally allowed the breed, and now the breed is recognized. Initially, people were paper hanging and registering American bullies as pit bulls. So when they made the switch, which was about a year and a half ago, in like the beginning of 2018, they let all the American bully breeders know, and everyone that has a dog registered as American Pit Bull Terrier that is actually an American bully, that you could send in a couple photos, front, a side shot, and rear, to make sure that your dog was actually an American bully. You send in your paperwork, and they would do a breed transfer to give you. So it pretty much, you owned a Cadillac, but your paperwork said a Chevy, and you were sending it in, and they were giving you the proper paperwork. The problem with that is, and why I didn't go that route, is because a lot of people didn't know about that change and weren't changing. And if you were to go change your dog registered as a UKC American Pit Bull Terrier, and you send your paperwork in and transfer your dog to a UKC American Pit Bull Terrier, if you switch it from an American Pit Bull Terrier to an American Bully, then your American Bully will no longer be able to breed to anything that is still papered American Pit Bull Terrier. I'll say that again. If you transfer your dog's paperwork from Pit Bull to American Bully, then you limit yourself, and you will no longer be able to breed to anything that is still registered on the Pit Bull side. So what they wanted to do, and what all the real breeders do, and all the people that I fuck with and all the top breeders did, is that they registered their dogs as American Bully with the American Bully Kennel Club, and then left the dog's original paperwork at the UKC. This is two different companies, two different registries. They document your dog's pedigrees. And I kept her paperwork as American Pit Bull Terrier with the UKC, and I have her registered American Bully Kennel Club, American Bully. She is an American Bully, and I just kept her paperwork with, because that's how everybody came up. That's why the gentleman Marlin that owns DDK, Dark Dynasty Canines, you've probably heard of that dog, the Hulk, he calls it a pit bull. Not only does, because that's how he got the that's how he got the notoriety, is saying that he had the world's largest pit bull, when in all reality, it's a larger American bully. Cocoa is larger, 226 pounds. Demon Wrecker is larger, also owned by Jack Ellis. Jack Ellis is the one that produced Ghostface, which is Hulk's father. Marlin bought Ghostface and bred Ghostface to Gianna and produced the Hulk. And that's the size came from Ellis line. Jack Ellis has multiple dogs. Oh no, the Black Gorilla. He has another dog, Chocolate Gorilla, and another big red dog. Azor, like I was saying, her father is 204 pounds on YouTube. Azor weigh-in, XXL designer pit bulls. And yeah, that's another thing. A lot of people don't realize you don't have a pit bull. You probably have an American Bully. If your dog is blue, you either have some type of mix, a Mastiff mix, or you have an American Bully. And that's awesome. That's great. And be a representative, and be an ambassador for the breed. Don't be putting a big ass chain on it, and you don't be doing all those ignorant things where people judge, you know what I'm saying? Socialize your dog. When you get a puppy, have it around other dogs, have it around children. If you're going to get a dog and just keep it in the backyard, why? You know what I'm saying? Why own them? American Bullies are a companion breed. As I was saying before, Pit Bulls are a gladiator breed. After, those butchers owned them and they were having contests and seeing, whose dog was the toughest and could get the bull under control, that became illegal. Those dogmen were no longer able to do that. So instead they started ratting, letting the dogs get different types of raccoons, badgers, and other types of small rats. It went from that to dogs in the box or the pit. That's where they got the name the American Pit Bull Terrier. A lot of the early stock, these bulldogs came from Ireland and England, and it ended up becoming the American Pit Bull Terrier, which is the most American dog. It was the first military dog. It was America's dog, and now America hates American Pit Bulls, and it's bullshit. In the 80s, it was the Rottweiler. Then it was the Doberman that was bad. And for, the 2000s, it's been the Pit Bull, and it's bullshit that they get a bad name. People, they think rap music, or people in the neighborhood think that a pit bull is a guard dog and they try to get it as a status symbol or to think they're a tough guy, when in all reality, a pit bull is the worst guard dog you could get. They're going to lick somebody to death and help them load the damn fucking truck up. They're not a guard dog. A Rottweiler is a guardian breed. A Mastiff, an Akita. Yes, Akitas were bred to fight in Japan, but they will guard your property. A Rhodesian Ridgeback, that will guard your property. A Boerboil, a South African Mastiff, a French Mastiff, an English Mastiff. All those different type of Mastino breeds were all bred to guard. So get a dog like that if that's what you want. Pit Bulls get a bad name. These people throw them in their backyard and they never get any exercise. They never get to experience anything, and they get out and they run amok. Actual quality bred Pit Bulls are maintained. Their owners are legitimate, and they have their dogs chained and housed properly. Why you have to chain those dogs is because they can go under a fence, they can go over a fence, and they can go through a fence. You're not going to be able to maintain a real game dog unless you have it chained. That's why all dog men that breed game dogs and are bulldogging have chain setups. That's the best, safest way to be responsible for your owners. The owners being responsible and the pet. If your dog gets out and mauls somebody, you're going to lose the animal you love. So be responsible. My dogs are American Bullies, not Pit Bulls in any way, shape, or form. They don't have any of the same traits. My dogs are way heavier. A Pit Bull is from 30 pounds for a female to 55 for a larger Pit Bull. American Bullies, an XL, a small one is 70 pounds. A large one could be 145 pounds. You guys have seen the difference between Triger and her. She's 118. As I've said before, weight is irrelevant. I want the dog to be muscular with a broad head, big chest, good bone, and good structure with tight skin. I don't like wrinkly jowls. I don't like that bowed out legs. I don't want no easty-westy bullshit. I want my dogs to have clean, tight structure and look how they're supposed to. I breed to standard. Have you ever seen that big, tall, that big, tall guy that's all blown out in his knees? He's a big, huge lineman and his knees look like they're going to buckle. That's what these big, fat American Bullies look like. I don't like that. I want it to look like, a solid, like fucking JJ Watt or just clean, stout, athletic. They are not a working breed, but my dogs are capable of working. I have 2 dogs that excel in personal protection work. I do tons of obedience work with my dogs, and I socialize. You can't just have your dog socializing with another dog in your home. You have to have it meet with another dog that it's totally different. You have to be out and socializing your dogs with other animals. I know you're not eating that. You better be spitting those out, girl. I got Mary Jane on my knuckles. She gave me everything when starting my kennel. She let me produce Triger, Sissy. She's amazing. She had 1 C-section, her first litter when she was bred to Tillicum. And her second litter with Diesel, she gave birth naturally. She had 12 puppies each time. Her second litter, 1 puppy passed away, and she had 11. She's an amazing producer, and she's an amazing mother. She's an active, badass, healthy American Bully. She's smart. I love them because they're short-haired. They're easy to take care of. They just want to be close to you. They're a great dog. And they're so intimidating looking because people are so uneducated that people normally don't try to break into your home. They just look. You better not be eating that or I'm going to take that ball away, girl. I swear to God. Come on. Sit. But yeah, Jane's amazing. I love her. She's produced nothing but quality for me. She has amazing hips, an amazing heart, good lungs. She's dual health tested, pen hip. She's amazing. She's been great for me. I love her to death. She's from Triple Threat Bullies. I also bought another female, which they have the same mother, different fathers. I bought Drama Mama off of Triple Threat Bullies because she was so amazing. Her mom, Barbie, was off of Juggernaut. So was my female Drama. They bred Trump from Sin City Bullies to Barbie, and he ended up getting poisoned, and I was able and lucky enough to get one of his daughters right after I ended up purchasing her sister, her half-sister, Drama Mama. Barbie ended up passing away, which made her blood a lot more exclusive. So my female Drama, her mom and her dad are dead. One was poisoned and one died naturally at like 6 years old. And her mom, obviously being the same dog, Barbie, she died naturally. And then Azor, that 204-pound dog I was telling you about, he died, which makes my dog's blood more exclusive, which means their price went up a little bit. You can't find it anywhere else. Same thing with my female Jada, who when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'll introduce Jada. All my subscribers from the Rock Squad have seen pretty much all of the dogs except Jada. I will be doing a video shortly showing you guys everybody except her. When I reach 1,000 subs, I'll introduce Jada. She's an amazing, her name is Black Market on paperwork, and she's off of Big Baller Bishop and Luna. I got her from a badass dude in Florida. She has Carmelo in her blood. She has Gracie in her blood. Anybody who doesn't know, Iron Cross Gracie is one of the best producing females in the game. And then not only that, but Drama, her sister, also has Destiny in her blood, who is off of Bossy Kennels and is an amazing producer. I'm blessed. But American Bullies are not pit bulls. They're literally, it would be comparing a marathon skinny runner, which is the pit bull, to Arnold Schwarzenegger, which is a big, muscular, slow. They are not a fighting dog. They would get whooped in a fight. It's so quick. That big muscle and that big broad head is not meant for anything than looking good. They should be bred, in my opinion, to be able to breathe and to function properly. I don't like that massive shit where it's just so big they can't do anything. The American Bully, they have multiple different sizes. You can get a pocket, you can get a little pocket, you can get a classic. They used to have extreme, which we no longer do. And then you have the XL class. Normally people like to have like around the 20-inch female to like a 21, 22-inch male. But in my opinion, she's 23.5 inches. I like my male around 24. You can't add the size that I want to keep them that short. My dogs aren't showing, although they would do great in the ring. I prefer predator control, a companion pet, or a personal protection dog. That's what most of the people purchase my animals use them for. We have contracts. Hey, all right, that's enough. I seen you trying to eat that shit. She's starting to eat these little bits. Normally she spits them out. But anyways, damn, what was I saying? Oh yeah, you have a contract. If we purchase an animal, no matter what, if you ever move or anything ever happens, the dog comes back to us first and foremost, always. If you're not interested and you don't want that to happen, then we're not the kennel for you. Invest in your dogs. People always, why are these dogs so expensive? A C-section is normally $700 to like $1,200. Then you have puppy, increasing the mother's food, quality food. Then you have to feed the puppies for 9 weeks. You have all the puppy shots. Let's see, advertising. You have to get banners made. You have to send semen if you're using a stud. You have to pay, $4,000 to $10,000 if you're using a top stud. And then you have to pay to do the breeding as well, to do the either an AI or a surgical AI at the vet. That costs money. Every one of these things costs money. Getting a truck and a trailer to pull to the shows and advertise, that costs money. Going to the veterinarian, making sure your dogs are healthy, worming. There's so many things. People think breeding is all just puppies and rolling in money. If you're doing it right, you're probably going to break even. And then if you're doing it right, you're going to invest back in your stock. You have to. You're never going to get ahead. So if you're going to try to do breeding and you think you're going to make a whole bunch of money and be rolling in dough, it's not going to happen. I promise you that. I've been doing this 6.5 years professionally, I guess you could say. And believe me, I've made money and I've been successful, but I've had to break my back. It's nonstop. It doesn't matter that my baby's newborn. It doesn't matter that I have to work. It doesn't matter if I'm shitting diarrhea out my ass. The dogs come first no matter what. They have to be fed. Buying pallets of food. Spending $1,500 a month on food. If you're not prepared, don't breed these dogs. Any large breed. If you're going to get a dog, love it, keep it inside and treat it like you would want to be treated, straight up. Too many people get these dogs and stack them up in kennels and use them as money, and it's a fucking joke. These dogs just want to be with their people. They're great. And if you're not, or can't handle this amount of dirt in one day, then don't breed dogs. I'm clean and sweep every single day. This is just one day of dog hair. This is what happens when you have 7 dogs. If you're not prepared for that kind of shit, then breeding's not for you. Come on. If you don't want to clean up puppy shit and you don't want to be knee deep in puppy shit year round, don't have puppies or dogs. If you don't want to deal with sick dogs and your stuff getting chewed up, don't breed dogs. Be prepared. These dogs are alive for 15 years. It's not a joke. Even if you just plan on buying and you're not breeding, it's not a stuffed animal. Don't let your kids climb all over them and disrespect them. It just gives these dogs a bad name, man. 100%. Do right by the dog and everything will be good. Come on, girl. Sit. Drop it. Sit. Do right by them. They deserve it. Big love. Check out my other channel, J-Rock Talks. Subscribe. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to go live on here and I'm going to show you my black female Jada. She's my biggest female off of Big Ballers Bishop.